Good morning, investors and traders, and welcome to our daily update on a YouTube channel in which I really discuss opportunities with you guys, whether it is about the equity market, whether we are speaking of a Forex market, commodities, and of course, cryptos. How can we miss that, right? My name is Naeem Aslam. I come with a wealth of 15 years of trading experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader for Bank of New York Mellon and as an equity trader for Bank of America. Currently, I work as a chief market analyst for EverTrade. Now, in today's segment, we'll be looking at why markets are going up, or whether the markets are going down, or whether the markets are going flat. Where are the market, where the equity indices are really trading with respect to the previous highs, and more importantly, two things: what is driving the move, whether it is up or down. Number two, if there is an opportunity in that. Secondly, I'll be also discussing a large number of stocks which have come up with the earnings, and a lot of noise is really around these stocks today. And we'll be just discussing very briefly on those stocks, and then if there are any opportunities within them. And thirdly, we will of course move on to Forex market, because yesterday we have seen some really big moves in some of the Forex pairs on the back of the dollar, on the back of the US retail sales data, which I did mention yesterday that it will come at 1:30 p.m. and the number is likely to move the market massively. And then that's what exactly had happened. Number was a lot more better, but I'll discuss all of that in a bit with respect to the Forex markets. And fourthly, I will look at commodities. Gold is where the opportunity is for investors and traders. So we'll be really looking at that, why that isn't an opportunity. Why do we think that the prices are likely to go up, or the prices are going to are likely to move lower? So we'll really be talking about the both sides of the argument in relation to that. And more importantly, where is the opportunity when it comes to gold prices? That will be the, again, focus for this particular video. And finally, you know, the reason that I'm smiling is because Bitcoin prices are still trading above 51,000. Yesterday, we made another high. Let me just quickly check the prices where they are. Yes, they are trading at 51,486. Yesterday, we made a high of 52,000. The reason that I'm smiling is because we are only $3,000 away in terms of a Bitcoin when the market cap will really hit that magic number of 1 trillion. What does that mean in terms of your stock portfolio? What does that mean in terms of position sizing? What does that mean in terms of an opportunity? We will, of course, discuss all of that. So let's begin. Now, when we look at the European markets, when I started my day, which is about 5:30 in the morning, London time, what I was seeing is a lot of pessimism across a large number of markets, whether we were talking about DAX, whether we're talking about, S&P 500 future, which is the major stock index over in the United States, or the Dow Jones, because investors were very much focused on what happened on Wall Street yesterday, and then they were picking up the momentum from there. But now the narrative started to change over in Europe when the stock market, the stock indices open. Having said that, if we look at the DAX index, the German stock index, it is still very much trading to the downside. In fact, we have 3 consecutive days of losses. Now, what does this mean in terms of an opportunity? In terms of an opportunity, I think a great opportunity is about to happen with respect to the DAX index, because if you look at the daily chart of the DAX index, we are very close to 50-day simple moving average. 2 aspects to talk about over here. If the price stays above the 50-day simple moving average, which it is likely to do, then prices will move to the upside. So the current retracement, or the pullback, or the sell-off should be considered as buying the DAX at a discount, which never had it before. Now the prices are trading at a discount. The reason the sell-off that we are seeing is, again, nothing new, just that about the pessimism about the lockdown, how that is really going to influence the economic growth for Germany and all of that. But remember, we are moving more towards easing of those restrictions, so that is likely to push markets higher. unless, of course, some narrative will change, and then we will discuss at that time. But right now, the current sell-off seems like a good opportunity to buy. Now, when it comes to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, for the last 3 days, we have done nothing but just moving in a sideways direction. So literally waiting for a new trend to form. When that trend will come, if we will break out of, sorry, my daughter has just walked into the room. So give me a second. This is really intriguing because she just literally walked into the video. So what we are really doing is, in terms of the Dow Jones Index, is the opportunity that how the market is really going to perform. Again, apologies for that aspect. So the resistance that we are really talking about in terms of a Dow Jones is at 31,658. So that is the top line in terms of a consolidation, and in terms of a low, or the support that we are really looking at, that is 31,278. So these two are the price levels that we are very much looking at in terms of consolidation for the Dow Jones Index. The moment that we break out of these ones, then we will very much form a new price pattern. So basically, what I am saying in a very simple English is that the Dow Jones Industrial Average is moving in a sideways direction. Buy it at the sell it at the top, buy it at the low, the two price levels that I've mentioned. Remember, you can always go back, rewind, because these videos will be on YouTube, so you can go into much deeper analysis if you need to. Now, in terms of Forex market, what I really wanted to focus on is sterling dollar, because that is the pair that we are very much focused on. Because for the last 2 days, we have seen a lot of sell-off for sterling. And that was mainly because of the strength in the dollar index. Because yesterday we had the US retail sales number at 1:30 p.m., which came 4 times stronger than the current number. Than the forecast was. So that pushed the dollar higher, and then of course we saw the sell-off. So the sell-off was very much of an opportunity, but right now, if you look at sterling, it is trading at 1.3918, and I think the opportunity to short sterling is really going to be at the recent high of 1.3951. So we'll be really looking at how the price will perform there, and then just put your stop losses on top of that one, and then see how the price will really perform from there onwards. Otherwise, the strong upward trend remains in place, but sterling is overbought, so retracement is due. Yesterday, we are seeing some really serious bounce back, and that is primarily because of the optimism around everything that we are seeing with respect to the easing of lockdown and all of that. Now, finally, I wanted to touch on gold. Gold is a great opportunity. Earlier today, on this channel, I've uploaded a video on gold technical analysis. This is really intriguing because gold prices have entered into an area of support that we have mentioned, and then now the prices are bouncing from that particular price level. I have discussed 2 different risk management policy strategies, how you can position size your risk management within those ones, and then how you can really to look at that opportunity. But right now, the support zone with respect to gold prices is at 1756 to 1777, and prices are likely to move to the upside. The target with respect to gold price is really at 1864, so meaning nothing below that. So you're really looking at somewhere near 50-day simple moving average on the daily time frame. So in terms of a risk to reward, you have more than 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, even if you trade the trade. If you look at the opportunity now, because RSI is very oversold, confirming gold prices are very much bound to rebound. So that's what really we are looking at in terms of that. Now for Bitcoin, upward trend remain in place. 55,000 is our price level that we are very much focused on, and I will do it in a video at the moment that we will see further information, the further price update, or if there's any shift in fundamentals. But right now, the strong uptrend remains in place. That's all for now. See you guys next time. And I'm glad that you get to see a bit of my daughter in the video. See you guys same time tomorrow.